much for joining me today. So today I have the bridge. This is the connection, the link, and the gate. Bridges are built to connect two worlds. They create flow, allowing us to travel between realms, ideologies, personalities. This archetype is the gesture of acceptance, of saying yes rather than withdrawing, separating and saying no. When we cross a bridge to an unknown land, we are led magically into a new reality. We open up to otherness. Healing and communication are made possible. We enter a state of curiosity, wonder, and learning. The shaman, for example, creates the bridge between the everyday world and the sacred. This card asks us to study the connections between the seemingly disconnected parts of our life, relationships, ideologies, histories. Remember that a bridge can't be forced. It must be made with love, or its structure will not withstand the inevitable weather of life. It states to imagine building a bridge, then imagine building a wall. Which energy is needed for the situation at hand? Which image softens and heals the heart? While you think of that, I'm actually going to turn the music up in the background because it seems really quiet to me and it's bothering me. Okay, there we go. Thank you for your patience. Okay, wow, that's beautiful. So let's go ahead and take a deeper look at this card. So we are seeing these two hands outstretched towards each other, and it's almost like their energy is what's creating the bridge. It's pulling from this, what looks like limitless energy underneath them. This beautiful ocean of energy. Let's go ahead and get some more cards just to get some more information about what's going on here. Let's start with my animal energy spirit deck. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. That feels really, really messy. I'd just like one card, please, Spirit. Oh, okay. We have a sea serpent coming out. Beautiful. This has actually been coming out quite often in my readings recently. I'd say about 6 months now it's come out at least once every couple weeks, which is pretty rare, considering how many cards are in that deck. I'm going to follow that up with my Chakra Oracle deck because I want to read from the book for this, and this gets pretty long. We have Faith coming out. Beautiful. Okay. Now, on the back of the deck, I do have Growth. Beautiful. Wow, you know what? The Sea Serpent and Growth have come out quite a few times together as well, so this might be a continuation of a previous reading if this is your collective, but I actually want to move forward with reading from the book with the Sea Serpent being here. Now, the Sea Serpent is about healing emotional wounds and expressing desires. The Sea Serpent represents the energy of expression, whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire. The Sea Serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the Sea Serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember, no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the Sea Serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us. Oof. I'm getting there, I'm sorry. Thank you for your patience. In a gesture of protection, she supports us as we learn to express our true natures, and it states that this is connected to the second chakra. Beautiful. Okay. Ooh, so I am getting the sense this might be about connections, regarding a passion project, because I did mention earlier like this limitless energy underneath and how they're connecting their energies, almost amplifying them with each other. I love all this beautiful red with all the passion. And we're actually seeing that red being highlighted again. We're actually seeing all of these colors being similarly highlighted all that green into this bluish gray, green to bluish gray, this gorgeous orange to green, the orange to green, the red. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous colors here. But yeah, this may be about connection. Maybe like a passion project or even a relationship is getting quite exhausting for you. You might be holding back a lot of what you're feeling. Maybe even pretending like your feelings aren't there. And I feel as if Spirit is urging you to kind of open up and connect. Maybe get in touch with someone who you can just kind of spill to. Let's grab an angel number as well as some planets here. Okay, I have 1512, so 1512 is the angel number for today. If you go into your browser, you can type in 1512 angel number meaning, and that'll be your message from Spirit. We do have a Leo being highlighted here, as well as, I believe this is Mars, which we were talking a lot about passion. So I'm unsurprised that Mars is coming out, being that Mars is the planet of war, okay? And I totally understand that. It is about war. But what I love so much about Mars is that it is also about passion. It can very much highlight the things that you want to put all of your energy into, that you want to race towards, that you're deeply passionate about. Me personally, I am a Virgo Mars. And that colludes in my 10th house, I believe. So something that I've always been, like, that I had to learn is that I'm really passionate about, like, analyzing things and breaking them down. And most people think of Mars as, like, how they get angry, right? But the way that I've always thought about Mars is, like, how you cope with your anger. Because, again, I'm a Virgo Mars, and mine's only at, like, 2 degrees, which is crazy. So, like, externally, because my degree number is so low, externally I do come off very Virgo-like, where I analyze the situation. I often shut down and stay quiet until I've reached a conclusion. I might overthink things to death. I'm very grounded when it comes to my anger. But internally, I am so much more like a Leo because I have such a low degree at Virgo. It's like internally that Leo inside me is raging. I'm thinking of that meme where it's like, I hate that bitch. I fucking hate that stupid bitch. And like that's 100% me when I get like really, really angry. It doesn't usually come out unless I've been pushed far past my limit and I've been dealing with something far longer than I needed to. But internally, yeah, I do absolutely rage with like this Leo energy of like just screaming obscenities. And I feel like that might be where you are right now. You might feel like you are so passionate about something, but you have been pushed so far to your limits. That you might feel like you are about to explode. And I feel like Spirit is urging you to kind of touch base with people who care about you, with someone who might understand what you're going through, who might even be able to help. Just try to get that. And I love this imagery because this person, this hand, it's like this, right? Like they're exhausted, they're tired, they barely have the energy to like outstretch, to reach, to build this bridge. And this hand is excited, it's welcoming, it's warming, it's going like, please, like I will reach out, I will stretch out because I can tell that you can't. So there's this level of exhaustion here where I feel as if Spirit is urging you to talk, to get some support. I think that's what you need. I think you need support. I think that's what it's coming down to. And I do see that your guides are supporting you, but I'm not sure if that's enough for you in the physical realm. So let's go ahead and get some more information. And then we'll move on into the tarot. So let me just get one or two. Maybe I have anxiety in reverse. I'm actually going to put this here. And can I get one more? On the table in reverse. Okay. Alrighty. And I have threatened coming out. Yeah. Okay. On the back of the deck, I have synchronicities, signs, 111, 222, 333 coming out. How do I want to place this? Okay, I'm going to do this first. I'm just going to reorganize a little tiny bit here. Alrighty, I'm actually going to pull from this deck because I love the hand gestures between both. Maybe you do something with your hands. We have a message of guidance coming out. Beautiful, number 36. Oh, that's so funny because we have 1, 2, which comes out to 3. And then we have 5, we have 1, 5, which comes out to 6. So it is that 36 being highlighted. I know that was very off topic, but... Alrighty, and what other cards do I want to use here? Okay, I'm gonna... Yeah, actually, why not? Yeah. Okay. I want to give a theme for this. I feel like that would be most beneficial for this reading. Let's just get a quick theme here, Spirit. What is the theme of this? Okay. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, I'm not taking any of those because that was so many. That was like 15 of them. Alright, we have career. Yeah. Yeah, so this is about a passion project. You might be working from home, or maybe your home life isn't very stable. It might be chaotic. It might be unsupportive towards what you're trying to do. Maybe you are starting a business at home. Cutting the deck, yeah, I can see that your confidence is kind of draining. You might feel exhausted. It's actually kind of funny because, not funny, it's like, it's not funny haha, it's like funny like aw, but like right before I started this reading I was like sobbing my eyes out and I could not figure out why I felt so like emotionally overwhelmed and just like exhausted. So if that's what you're feeling, let me tell you, I completely understand because I was struggling with whether or not I even wanted to do this reading because of how overwhelmed I felt. I just felt so drained. I want to grab an emotion really quickly. We have honesty coming out. Yeah, and there are those hands. Literally, I can't even make this up. Yeah, there are those hands coming out again. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe your career feels threatened, or you might feel like you're putting in all this work for something that isn't really coming through. But Spirit is asking you to have faith in this situation, that things are coming together behind the scenes. You just can't see it yet. You just can't see it yet. We have anxiety with scared and panicked on the table. I feel like you might be worried or anxious that, you know, you don't see much movement. You don't see much praise or value in what you're doing currently. And that's understandable. Yeah, you might not be seeing like doors opening for you. We have threatened and appearances. Embarrassed, yeah. You might be overthinking what other people may think of you at this time. And that might be something for you to deal with. I want to get one more emotion for this reading. Oh wow, all of my cards are like messy. They're like all flipped around. Alrighty. Yeah, we have friendship. And there are those hands again. The outstretched hands. Looking up. Yeah, I feel like if you reach out to a friend and talk to them about what you're going through, maybe not even just a friend, maybe like talking to your spirit guides, or if you have, like maybe even praying, because, you know, we have so much about hands here. Let me try to grab a card from there just for my angels. Can we have a message of support here for my collective, please, Spirit? Please, Holy Spirit. A message of support. Okay. We have take back your power with Archangel Raziel. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings into your life. I'm not sure if you can see that. I know the lighting is difficult because of the holographic card. But yes. Yeah. And then on the back of the deck, I also have passion with Archangel Haniel. Trust and follow your renewed passion in your love life and your career. That's so gorgeous. They are really gorgeous. Archangel Haniel, I love the texture of their hair. Maybe that's something too. Maybe your self-care has been placed on the back burner because you feel so like exhausted, or because you're trying to get something off the ground here. You may feel like you have given it your best shot and you're just exhausted. And while rest is absolutely okay and it's necessary, we do have to remember to do things for self-care. Like, a big part of why I wasn't gonna film a read today, and why I haven't in the past couple days, is because, I wanted to bake cookies, and I wanted to brush my hair, and I wanted to brush my teeth, and I wanted to take a shower, and I wanted to use a face mask, and I wanted to paint my nails, but I haven't gotten to that yet, and that's okay, because I don't like the nail colors that I currently have, and there's one that, at the store that would make me a lot happier, so I'm waiting to go get that one. And so my self-care had to come before any readings today, and I'm really grateful that I did that, because now I have chocolate chip cookies and I have a full water bottle, and my skin feels really, really good. And I'm a lot happier, even though I cried a lot today. I might be getting like Cancer energy here, like Cancerian, Pisces, or Scorpio being highlighted, especially with the sea serpent that is a water energy. But let's go ahead and move on into the tarot. Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on into the tarot here. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I just want to make sure I had every card from the deck. Alrighty, what's going on with my collective here, Spirit? We have my Ten of Cups in reverse. Yep. We have the Magician in reverse. Okay. Anything else? Oh, we have Justice coming out. Beautiful, beautiful. I was hoping that was going to come out. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. Yeah. What else, please, Spirit? We have the Four of Cups. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords coming out. Okay. We have the Empress on the back of the deck. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. And then we have the Two of Pentacles as well. Okay, interesting. Beautiful, though. Beautiful energy. Oh my goodness, do you have beautiful energy? I think you might need a nap. Maybe a snack, a nap, and a shower. But beautiful energy nonetheless. So let's get into this. So we have my Ten of Cups with my Magician. My Ten of Cups can usually highlight or indicate a family situation or a familial situation. You may feel like you're not very supported by family or by friends, or maybe if this is like, you know, your career, this could be like coworkers or peers or colleagues. You might feel like you don't have the resources, or something is like out of your control at this point. With my, that's why I was excited that Justice came out, because Libra is so heavily highlighted with the Magician here. Yeah. I do see Justice coming in here. I do see you getting your flowers in this situation. Now, this might take some time, though, with Justice. Justice tends to be a very slow-moving energy. It does give the energy of, like, having your heart weighed, you know? So it's like your effort, your heart will be weighed in this situation before anything can truly come to fruition. In the meantime, however, I do see you reaching out to a friend, having a bit of a reunion, maybe even a celebration. Because whatever this project is, I feel as if once you do finish it, and while you're awaiting this justice, this judgment activity to come through. Oh, that was weird. To pull judgment from justice is interesting. We'll get into that. We'll get into that in a bit. But with this Four of Wands being here, you might meet up with someone to have a bit of a reunion with them, have celebrations with them. This might be after a period of deep, intense loneliness, where you might even be like wishing, wanting, yearning, thinking of times when you had it better, when you had it easier, being nostalgic towards times where you weren't struggling as much. You might feel as if this situation is a double-edged sword, where it hurts you and it helps you and you were excited to do it, but you never want to go through it again. And there's a lot of back and forth energy here. I can see the scales being weighed here with this Justice card. And we do have the Empress. Ooh, and the Three of Pentacles behind that. Yeah, you feel like you've been going at this alone, and it has been a slow-moving process with my Knight of Wands in reverse. I've got my Page of Cups behind that. Yeah. Like, this was something that you were deeply passionate about, but you were a beginner, you were an amateur, and you've gotten a lot of flack for it as well with this Seven of Wands. My Seven of Wands can often talk about external conflict or other people coming in to fight you, and this could be in regards to this beginner energy that you carry. Like, people don't believe in you, or they don't trust in you, or they crap on your idea, or they refuse to support you, or just something like that. It seems, with that Strength card being underneath all of that, it did feel like a lot of ego coming in. It gives me the sense of like people coming in trying to talk you down on your situation, on your idea, or on your project, because they know that you'll be the biggest person in the room if you actually go through with it, and that will make them feel small, and they can't handle feeling small. Their ego can't handle you succeeding. With my Two of Pentacles, I can see that right now you're at a point where you're kind of weighing the scales yourself, right? And you're juggling too much, you're exhausted. We have my King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're exhausted, you're ready to give up. You're struggling to walk away from the situation, with my Chariot being in reverse. And my Five of Wands being here, there's a lot of internal conflict, potentially due to financial issues. Yeah, financial issues, absolutely. With the Tower, and the Tower's upright though, so that's good. That's very good energy. I know that people see the Tower and they're like, chaos, destruction, da-da-da-da. But the Tower just lets us know when we have built on unstable ground, or we've built on faulty ground, right? It lets us know that things have to fall apart in order to rebuild securely next time. And with the Six of Swords being in reverse here, I can tell that there's someone or something in this situation that does not belong here, that would rid you of your success if you were to get it. So let's get into that. Let's look a little bit more into that, because I'm curious. Well, really, I'm nosy, but that's neither here nor there. You know what? Yeah. I'm going to use my vampire deck. Let's figure out what's so draining about this situation. Ten of Cups and the Magician. Let's look a little deeper into there. You got the Queen of Wands. Yeah. You might be a black sheep. Ooh, you might be like going against the mold here. You might be doing something that other people are not accepting of. Other people might look up to you as well. It gives me the sense of, like, you know, those, like, oh my gosh, this is gonna sound so funny. When I was growing up, a lot of people would come after, like, Nicki Minaj or Britney Spears or pop stars and rap stars, and basically tell them, like, you aren't a good role model for our kids. And even at my young age, I would think, like, well, they don't have to be a good role model for anybody. They don't owe your children being a good role model. And so the people around you might look at you and they're like, well, you're supposed to fit into this mold. You're supposed to be doing this. You need to give off this idea. And I see you turning your back on that idea and exposing yourself for who you truly are. Like, you are exposing an authentic side to you, and other people don't like it. And so you might have to, like, bare your teeth here a bit and be like, well, I don't have to be a good role model for your kids, actually. I don't owe you that. That's not what I was created to do. I wasn't created, like, I'm not a teacher. You want me to be a good role model for your kids? Pay me. Pay me. Pay me and I'll do it. And actually, I've done this. I used to work at a therapy office, right? And my younger sibling would act absolutely insane. And so my dad, whenever we would get into these little spats, he would be like, well, you work at a therapy office. You need to treat her like she's a patient. And I'd be like, I'm not her therapist. No, fuck you. Like, fuck you, no, pay me. Pay me. You want me to be her therapist? Pay me. Other than that, I am going to voice my grievances with this situation. And she's going to have to deal with it. Like, I remember one specific time, she'd tossed something into my cat's water dish, and it made my cats really sick. And so I was like, dude, like, you need to pay more attention. You need to be more conscientious of where you put your things when you come over, because you got my cat sick, and I'm upset with you. And my dad was like, you work at a therapy office. You need to be calmer about this. And I was like, fuck you. You want me to be calmer about this? Pay me. Pay me. Because she poisoned my cats, and I'm totally reasonable to not be calm about this. Like, I don't need to coddle her. She's a grown woman who can figure this out on her own. And it is that kind of, like, unfair energy coming from like family, friends, colleagues, or peers here, where like you're held to this high standard that no one else is held to for no apparent reason that you yourself do not want to be held to. And I see you baring your teeth and straight up being like, pay me about it. Pay me and I'll do it. Other than that, shut up. Let's look at Magician and Justice. I know that's like a really extreme anecdote about like family drama, but yeah, no, like don't poison my cats and I won't scream at you. I feel like it's pretty reasonable to get upset with someone when they poison your cats. I don't know, that's just me. That's just me though. It like blew my mind that my dad wanted me to be like calm about it. I was like, I'm acting totally reasonable. I don't know what you're expecting from me, and that might be what it is. Maybe someone like sabotaged you and you were acting like totally like appropriately given the circumstances. That's something that has always bothered me, is when people are like, but when you're healed you don't need to scream, and I'm like, I feel like that's crazy. To me personally, I feel like someone who is healed will absolutely fight back. I feel like accepting abuse under the guise of being healed, like just sitting back and accepting abuse under the guise of being healed, is a form of like I think that that's like emotional paralysis, and I think that that's just an abuse response. So I don't actually think you're healed, and I don't think it's normal at all to like sit back and accept abuse quietly. I think it's really weird that people expect that just because you're healed. I don't think that's a form of being healed. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'll move on. Yep, we have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So the Magician and Justice here. I do see you getting your flowers. I do see your finances changing for the better. Things might be a little bit out of your control financially at this time. There might be some struggles financially, but I do see that changing. If this is in regards to like a career project, this could be like your budget getting renewed, or you gaining more what is the word? Viewership for your project. Let's look at the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. There's that Judgment energy. We're not going to take it right now. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, you might be meeting with someone about why your finances aren't working in this situation. Yeah, because I think you've been going at this alone. And maybe that is part of the reason why, like sometimes when you get that extra perspective, it can really help you to restructure or reform your original idea so that it's digestible and comprehensible for other people. So I do see you meeting with a friend and being like, hey, like, will you look over this for me and tell me if like this is reasonable and help me make it so that way it's, you know, it's more acceptable, or etc. We have the Four of Cups and the Ace of Swords. Ooh, this could also be in regards to like education. Like you could be watching educational videos or reaching out to a mentor in regards to this to get some information on what you can do here to make this more profitable or to increase your budget here. Let's look at the Four of Cups and Ace of Swords. That came out very quickly. Yeah, there's a lot of restlessness. I think there's a lot of restlessness and anxiety about how alone you are in this situation. You might feel like you've been fighting alone for so long, but I do see that changing with the Tower here. I do, yeah, and with the Star. And oh, there's that Empress energy coming out again. That's gorgeous. That's beautiful. Yeah. So I do see things kind of falling apart momentarily. This might have already happened. And I see you pushing through and pushing past this. Alrighty. Beautiful. On the other side, I have my Eight of Wands. So there is a message coming in pretty quickly here. Maybe when you're in a stagnant energy, that's going to help you to realize that like your hard work is paying off, that you don't need to start something new or go into a new endeavor. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and move into some advice and some charms. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get a channeled song for this reading. What's a channeled song for this little spirit, for this collective? What does my collective need to hear? What can they use? Okay, come on. Oh, okay. I'm not taking this whole pile, that'd be crazy. Just give me one. Maybe there's a playlist that you enjoy listening to. I'm gonna take this one. Ooh, we have Physical by Olivia Newton-John. This is all about desire and fantasy. So we have Let's Get Physical. Let me hear your body talk. Tried hard to keep my hands on the table. And we had that on the table card, didn't we? Didn't we? Let me take a look. I believe I have the cards right here. Yeah, we did. We had on the table. Maybe you're finding it hard to... Maybe you're finding it hard to wait it out, to wait until there's an offer on the table. Because I feel like you just want it right now. And that's completely understandable. But sometimes we are forced to wait. Sometimes those waiting periods really help us to work out the kinks before we fully launch something. Let's grab some zodiac signs here. So we did have water very heavily in the oracle cards. So it's going to be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I was picking up on Cancer really heavily. And then in the zodiac signs, we had Libra showing up pretty heavily with Judgment and with Justice, as well as the Magician. Let's just grab one or two here. What other zodiac signs might be involved? Oh, and we had Leo. Oh, we have a time frame. We have the waxing moon. Now is a good time to focus on achieving your own personal goals. You might hear my cat in the background munching on some food, so maybe you need a snack. Oh, we also have Libra number 55 coming out. Beautiful. Well, that's so funny because we have Libra on the back of the deck as well. Moon and Libra coming out again. Yeah, so there is a need to balance maybe your work-life aspects. Maybe even balance out like the type of energies that you allow in your day-to-day activities. Or maybe even balance out who you allow to support you in these situations. Alrighty. Let's get some self-care for you, because I know I needed self-care before I could do this reading, so let's check out some self-care for you. I said flipped. We have Create Art number 17 coming out. Ooh, that came with a big train. And then we also have number 30. Ooh, there's that 36 coming out again. 36 might be important at this time for you, but movement is coming out. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Alrighty. I want to get an affirmation for this pile because I feel like you are running on empty here. So let's get a quick affirmation. We have today is a fresh start. Today is a brand new day that I will embrace as a new beginning and make the most of this day. Gorgeous. Gorgeous energy. Yeah, I do all of my readings at like 2 in the morning. So I almost always, like, whenever I do start off a day with a reading, for some reason I like go to bed and then I wake up and I feel like I have accomplished so much just from sleeping, because I feel like I've gotten so much done. I feel like I've already worked towards my goals that day, which makes my day a lot easier. So it is like super strange, and I don't know anybody else who works from like 1 in the morning to like 6 in the morning and then goes to bed, but I do, and it works really well for me. And even though everyone around me is like, wow, you should do it during the day, I haven't found that that's actually like that works for me. So to be honest, I embrace the fact that I do my readings at like 2 in the morning and I feel great because of it. And then I also have today, I am in charge. Today I'm in control of how I feel. Nobody can make me feel any other way than happy. And it doesn't even just have to be happy. If you have something that you need to release, you are more than welcome to release that and get it out. Nobody else can tell you how to feel about your situation. It is okay. On the back, we have today I will persevere. Today nothing will worry me. All of my problems will pass in time. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They will. Alrighty. I think I'm going to go ahead and move forward by getting some charms for this reading. So if you are noise sensitive, now is a good time to lower your volume, as this can get a little bit loud. So quite a lot fall out. Alrighty, let me, I know it just came up in a pile here. Okay, we're gonna pop that there. Take these. I genuinely have no idea what this is. I think this is just scrap metal. That is so strange. I really have no clue what this could possibly be. Or even what it could be too. Alright, I guess I'll keep the scrap metal. I've never seen that before. And I know every single charm in this. So I have no idea what it could possibly have come from. Maybe one of my, no, it hasn't come from either of my bells. That is so strange. Okay. Yeah, maybe you're like maybe you work with scrap metal. I know that sounds weird, but, or maybe you're like, you feel like you're working with absolute scraps. Alright, where do I want to start? Well, first, I'm gonna get my little friend Totoro, which I took from an old job of mine, but he's always a good friend. And I'm gonna have him help me, with this. Alrighty, so, I want to start with my mini tarot coming out here. We do have the Ten of Wands, as well as what looks like my Three of Wands in reverse coming out. So the Ten of Wands, it can highlight like a burden. This can highlight a burden on your back. This might be something that's been going on for quite a while. And I think a big part of this is that it might be your mindset is stuck on the fact that this is a burden, so you're unable to move away from that. And I see Spirit trying to encourage you to think of this as something other than a burden. Try to manifest your visions, goals, and desires here. Oh, okay, 1 second, I dropped that. Alrighty. Sorry about that interruption. We also have Keep Smiling, Stay Positive, and we have Peace coming out. Yeah, with that stay positive, I feel like as if Spirit is encouraging you not to look at the situation as if it's a burden, but see it as something that's freeing. See every challenge or obstacle as something that is just leading you to the next step. We do have a couple messages here. We have a modest man never talks to himself. Lucky number 1, 20, 32, 18, 56, and 30. And then we also have you are capable, competent, creative, careful. Prove it. Number 2. And we also have that 36 showing up again. 20, 35, 8, and 50 coming out. I have my Buddha. So yeah, I think I just talked about this earlier, where like I think it's kind of sick how people are like, oh, if you're healed, the way that you should be doing, like, dealing with something is like completely calm and relaxed, and like even if people are coming at you with aggression or coming at you crazy, you shouldn't react that way. And I don't think that's right at all. I think you have like the wisdom to know how to react and deal with certain situations if you just breathe and take a second. And I don't think it would be wrong for you to fight for what you believe in or fight for what you think is right. We also have my elephant here, which highlights wisdom. Beautiful. I can also highlight like a diamond in the rough. And then I have my sailboat here. So this might be someone in the Navy. It can also indicate travel or even like spiritual travel. We did have that scrap metal come up, which I have never seen before. But yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think of that. Alrighty, we're going to move over to the descriptions and initials. So I have E, so Eunice, Earl, Erica, Eric. I can't think of any other E names. Then we also have R, so, oh, where'd that go? Rob, Rita, Reba, Riva. I heard real. We also have MX coming out. So Matthew, Michael, Mitchell, Monica, Mary, Maria. I don't know many names for X. I'm gonna be so honest with you, I can't even front. But with this MX being there, I was hearing like MasterCard, like MX, or maybe American Express. Oh yeah, a little American Express there. Maybe there's some like financial debt that you're concerned about with that Justice card showing up. I do see that being resolved, so don't worry too much about it. I do see friends being highlighted here, so reaching out to friends, talking to them, really bridging that gap, getting you that balance back in your social and work life coming out. You might have been taking your space for quite a while here. Yeah, you might have been in hermit mode for quite a while, trying to figure this stuff out. Dogs might be significant. Maybe you enjoy going to like a dog park. Maybe you have a dog that is like a support animal that you love or care about. So that might be important here. Alrighty. Well, that is what I'm seeing for you today. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. Let me know down in the comments how this resonated with you and any other content that you'd like to see in the future. Other than that, once again, thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you in the next one.